Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and welcome to today's Make It Monday event featuring Sue Wilson and Creative Expressions. This is part 2 of this Make It Monday. We did part 1 last month, and now I have the balance of the collection. Wahoo Kachoo. So, if you've never heard of what is a Make It Monday event, well, it's exclusively here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. It's where we bring you maybe not the most current product from your favorite manufacturers, but at these prices, holy smokes artichokes, they will become your most favorite products from these manufacturers. Generally, we have one bundle for you, and it retails from $80 to about $100. But today, the bundle value is $107. Your price is just $19.99. Honest to goodness, that's the truth. No gimmicks, no fine print anywhere. That is the price. And we are oh so grateful to be able to work with these manufacturers who allow us to have events like this for you, keeping crafting extremely affordable for the masses. So today is part 2 of the bundle, and I did give Creative Expressions a call and I said, okay, you guys, what happens if we have customers who didn't see the last Make It Monday with you and they want the entire collection? Because last month's Make It Monday was with the Sue Wilson Steampunk Christmas Bundle number 1. What if they didn't see it and they want both? So Lizanne said, okay, we'll do a few more for you. And I said, okay, thank you very much. Our customers will be very, very happy, because maybe this is the first time you're tuning in and you're like, wait, I can get $200 worth of product for $39.99? Yes, you can. That way you can get bundle number 1, which already released, or bundle number 2, which is releasing now, or you can get both. And if you have a qualifying order, it will expedite ship out to you, which means that we'll turn it around just as quickly as possible. But it is important that you follow the little terms and conditions in the Make It Monday category. Even adding one additional product from another category can eliminate your order from being expedited out. And the reason being is that we handle the expedites downstairs. We have a retail store downstairs and we have a stock room upstairs. And when the retail store is slow, we're able to fill these expedite orders because the SKUs, there's only a certain number of SKUs in each order. You can't order 40 different items, it won't qualify. But if you ordered bundle 1 and bundle 2, well, we can pull those really quickly, and SMS guy Michael Jr., he gets them quality controlled and we get them shipped right out. So if you would like your orders to be expedited, we just ask that you follow the little terms and conditions in each of the categories when it becomes available to do so. And there's a date in there that also says you have to have your order to us by this day, and it has to be paid for. So if you have a pay later order, we're not going to know that you want your order expedited out. You're going to need to call us by that date and say, I want my order expedited. I'm going to pay for it over the phone. Otherwise, we think that you really do just want to pay later order, and we'll send you the invoice in due time via PayPal, and you pay it just like that. Or if you do want to take advantage of maybe some of the other items that are currently on sale at Scrapbooking Made Simple, or you need more of something, we would love to have that as well. Just know that your order won't expedite out. We leave it up to you. However it makes your heart happy to shop, that's the way we want you to shop. Whether you get a ton of product in that order to save on shipping, or you just order one thing, it's all up to you. Pay now, pay later. The options are yours. So today I have our second bundle of Creative Expressions Sue Wilson Steampunk Christmas to show you. I'm going to show you that bundle, and then I'm going to play with it a little bit before I show you. Actually, I'll show you bundle number 1 and bundle number 2. Then I'm going to play with it just a little bit and show you some quick makes to maybe get some quick holiday cards out, and then I'll show you all of the amazing samples that they have sent us. Are you ready to get started? Because I think I have a super fun class for you today. All right, I'm going to tilt on down. We're going to get going. I am going to start with Christmas bundle number 2. I put it in backwards. Okay. I put it in backwards. Wait, let me turn it around. So high tech here. Okay, Steampunk Christmas bundle number 2 from Creative Expressions. It looks like it retails for $107. Your price is $19.99. And I will show you Steampunk Christmas number 1 just in case you want to get both of them, because really that one was also $108.50. So you're talking about $215 worth of product for $39.99 if you wanted to get both of them. So let me tilt on down, let me get started for today, show you what's in the bundles, and then we're gonna play, and then I'll show you samples. Down we go. Oh, it's an SMS YouTube. We are right on the main street, so having a YouTube without a siren in it, I don't know if that's actually possible. I don't know that we've ever actually been able to do that. I'm gonna tilt you just this way, just a little. All right, so bundle number 2. Okay, move that out of my way. Bundle number 2, again, retails for $107. Your price is $19.99. These items are not sold open stock. You can only get them in the bundle. So if there's a few of them that you love, well, you're just gonna have to get the bundle and give the others away, whatever makes your heart happy, but the only way for us to do it at this price is to do it as a complete bundle. So let's see what I've got in here. I have got a Happy Christmas. And again, all by Sue Wilson, all by Creative Expressions. I'm actually gonna be playing with this one today. Super cute. Now this doesn't look like Christmas at all. I mean, it can be Christmas, but it doesn't have to be Christmas. It just looks like a really pretty doily. This is all year round. I don't know that I actually see Christmas in here, but that just makes it even better because you could use it for Christmas, but you don't have to. And the same with this one. You've got a wreath going on, a steampunk wreath, but the only thing that makes it Christmas really is the joy and the bow. So if you're doing and look at all the extra cogs you've got. If you're doing a guy card, this is a great set. This is a great die because again, it's not specific to any type of holiday. You add the bow, just because you add the bow doesn't make it Christmas. You add the joy, or maybe you just use the joy for something else. It's up to you. You've got lots of options with these. And then this one, well, I'm gonna play with this one a little bit today too. This one is a little bit more Christmas, but the inner workings are not. All the inner workings can be mixed and matched with everything else. So you've got a lot of great guy elements in here without them necessarily being Christmas. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dies, $19.99. And again, that's a wahoo kachoo for sure. Now, bundle number 1 released last month, and I did contact Creative Expressions, and I did say, what happens if we have customers who didn't see it who want to get it? And they said, okay, we'll do it again. So it retails for $108.50. Your price is $19.99. So $107 and $108 it's $215 for $39.99. And what we have in this set, these are beautiful. These are just fabulous. And wait till you see the samples. I have the samples to show you for both of them. We've got an amazing steampunk poinsettia, which when you see it, it's hard to tell. It's kind of steampunk. You'll see. Once you see it, it's kind of hard to tell that those are steampunk poinsettias. I've got a Here Comes Santa. I've got Santa in a steampunk balloon. Although you can undo the balloon and just use Santa, or you can undo Santa and just use the balloon. Hello, options. I have got a beautiful Dove of Peace. And then Let It Snow. So for bundle number 1, if you didn't already get it, We were able to bring it back thanks to everybody at Creative Expressions. And I've got one, two, three, four, five, 6 dies, all from Sue Wilson for $19.99. Yay, right? Now, when does the sale start? It starts when I say ready, set, go, which is towards the end of the class. Right now, this is not online. As soon as I am done teaching, I will say ready, set, go, and that's what we'll do. We'll ready, set, go. Now, I also brought in, and I have very, very limited amounts, I brought in to play with the Crafter's Companion 12 Days of Christmas. I think that's what they're calling it, 12 Days of Christmas. So I brought in, ooh, Stacy, their 6x6 paper pad. That's double-sided. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Love the colors. Absolutely love the colors. Ooh, gorgeous, right? So I brought in their 12 Days of Christmas, but I also brought in the linen cardstock. Which coordinates. And I brought in the specialty cardstock, which coordinates. Now we are very, very limited on this, and this specialty cardstock, it's only being sold in the bundle. So I have the 6x6 open stock. I have the cardstock as open stock, but if you want the luxury cardstock, we only have it in the bundle if you buy all 3, because we are that limited in it. And this is beautiful. So today I'm going to be working with these 2 since we have a little bit more of it. And for those of you who haven't seen the specialty cardstock, let me just pull some of it out. So you've got some pearlescent, and everything coordinates. And this one, oh my gosh, this one's beautiful. It twinkles at you. It's got these little silver, beautiful, it's not, I don't know, it's just beautiful. Love that one. Then you've got your gold, and you've got some glitter gold. So all of this is meant to coordinate with the cardstock and the 6x6. And this is where I'm going to start today. So I'm going to pull out, maybe I'm going to pull out maybe I pull out a red. So I'm going to pull out a red. Maybe a green. And each of the papers has the the 12 days on it. So 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves. This is the green that I want. 2 turtle doves. Yes, that's the green I want. That one's pretty. And maybe a blue, just so I have it. All right, so you've got all of the 12 days of Christmas, but what I really like about this paper is actually the back sides. Shh, love the back sides. They make my heart very happy. Let's just put that one over here for now. And then I'm going to pull out some of the cardstock. And again, the cardstock is meant to coordinate perfectly with their paper pads. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is that this is all printed. So they're able to match colors just lovely. And I'm going to pull out a green piece just in case I use it. Not sure if I will. I'm going to pull out, I don't know if I want the rustic red or if I want the bright red, and then a blue. All right, so that should give me some to play with for a little bit. Do I want the rustic red? Because I think I might use it with a Sizzix card base. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Or do I want... I don't know, do I like this combination? Or do I like... I think I might like a little bit of the brighter. We're gonna go this way for right now. Things may change. That's an understatement when you're talking to me. Things may change. I'm the queen of, I'm gonna stop right now. I need to finish this, and I say that and then I continue on with what I'm doing. I'm so bad. All right, so the two dies that I'm gonna play with today are, hello, I'm gonna play with this guy right here. And I have got him right here. Size on the front, pretty darn accurate. And yes, there are 2 more dies inside. So there's a total of 3 dies in this set, absolutely. I'm also going to be playing with this guy right here, the outside die. And again, sizing on the front, pretty exact, but then you can see I've got more dies inside, which really don't have anything to do with Christmas. Those are gonna make great guy dies all throughout the year. So these are the 2 I'm gonna play with. And I'm gonna start with my paper. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm not gonna die cut this. You're like, oh, she's gonna die cut it. No, actually she's not. She's going to emboss this. Emboss it, yes. Now it is a die and it does have cut lines everywhere you see. Cut lines everywhere you see. And do I have a sample of this one somewhere in here? On the front, yeah, maybe in the front. I suppose I could cut one really quick just so you can see it. I'll use that piece of paper that wasn't quite the right green. So to cut this, I do need a precision base plate. I'm just gonna cut one so you can see what it looks like cut, but that's not how we're gonna use it today. I've got my Sizzix Big Shot machine. I've got my base platform that comes with the machine, my solo shim that comes with the machine. I have got my precision base plate that does not come with the machine. It's an added buy, but you're going to need it for something that is this intricate. I've got my die and my paper. And then a do not cut plate, something that's a little bit older if you've got it, because this is just gonna impress an image on it. It's not gonna, yeah, something older because you're using your precision base plate with it. So I'm gonna run it on through. And then I think I'm gonna do, oh, that cut really good. Well, that piece came right out, hello. I'm gonna do a quick rotate and send it back, and let's see if we double cut. We may. Stacy, I did it backwards. It cut right. I might not have even needed the precision. I was supposed to cut down into it. Stacy Park. All right, let's pull this out and see what we get. Tweezers, anybody? I used my precision base plate backwards. Gosh, but it didn't need it. Look at how good was that, right? That's amazing. That's a little bit of happiness. I was supposed to use my precision. Oh, and then look at this. Okay, I think I like that every bit as much. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. But I didn't use my precision base plate properly. Let's pull another piece of paper out. Let's do it again so it's correct. Let's pull a piece of that red. So I should have put my paper down, then my die, then my cut plate, because the precision base plate allows the die to kind of bite into it and get a better cut. But gosh, that one cut so easy peasy, I have to tell you. Should I clean it just a little bit? Wow, that cut easy. I don't know that it needs a precision base plate, but let's do it just because. See, a little bit tighter going through. Let's just roll it right back. Man, that cut simple. Then all my bits and pieces fall out. All right, so that is how you use a precision base plate. Now let's just grab a piece of paper. Super pretty. Did them out of both of them. But that's not how we're going to use it today. Nope, that's not how we're going to use it. I'm going to move those over there. And I'm going to bring this die back. And we're going to use it as an embossing element today. I can't believe I did my precision base plate wrong. Well, folks, I don't edit my videos. So what you see is what you get. Clean it out. All right, so let's try this again, shall we? Instead of die cutting, I'm going to use it as an embossing element, which means I do not need my precision base plate. I do not need my solo shim. I do need a cut plate, and I need my die facing up. Facing up. And then I'm going to take my paper, and the paper I want to see in my finished project is the paper that's going to be facing me. If I want to see this paper, this is the paper that needs to be facing me. If I want to see this paper, this is the paper that needs to be facing me, because we're going to force an embossing. And for that embossing to happen, the die is going to push into this paper, putting the whole design on this side, and then we're going to sand it. So technically, it'll be debossed on this side because the lines will be concaved in, but on this side, they'll be raised up, making an embossing. So remember, when you're using this die or any die like this, and you're going to do, you want to be able to have an embossed image, the pretty side of the paper always faces you. And I'm just gonna kind of put it in there and kind of come close. I think we're kind of close. I can move it down maybe just a little bit. And I'm going to trim it out, so I'm not going to worry so much if it's centered. Now, the next thing that I really need to have is a squishy and a knock-knock. This is a squishy, and you can understand why I call it that. And this is a knock-knock, and you can understand why I call it that. It's really called a silicone pad and an impression pad. So these are the two. They're 2 peas in a pod. You're going to want to use them together. We sell them together. Can you buy them individually? Yes, let's say you accidentally cut this and you actually cut a hole into it, because it is self-healing. So even if you cut into it, it's not a problem, but you need to replace it. Yes, you can get them individually. Just know that these are 2 peas in a pod. Knock knock, squishy, silicone pad, impression pad. I'm going to put my impression pad down first, that's squishy, and I'm going to lay it right on top of my paper. Then, instead of another clear plate on top to make my sandwich, I'm going to use my knock knock and put it right in. As I'm rolling this through my Big Shot machine, the pressure from the rollers is going to push down on the plates, the knock-knock and the squishy, and the squishy is going to push into the paper, which is going to push into the die, and it's going to force an embossing. And you will see that the squishy will come out the back end. You know you're doing it right if the squishy comes out the back end. So as it's adding pressure from the roller, the squishy, which is malleable, you can squish it. As that pressure is pushing down, it's forcing that embossing, making that squishy become longer and longer And oh, you hear the creaks? And longer. See how it's getting longer and longer? And then once we're done with all the pressure, it will go back to its normal size and it's ready to use again. You only have to send it through once. One time is enough. This is not a backwards and forwards type of process, because all we're trying to do is get an embossing. So this side is debossed. That in design is set down into, and if I took a sanding tool, it would kind of sand it, but it wouldn't be very good to see. However, on this side, and I will tell you, there's some creaks and some cracks. There's some little holes in it. You may want to mist your paper first. Frankly, I'm going to sand all of this, so if the paper is slightly torn from the embossing, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do a light sand. And all of that detail is going to come up. So if my paper is a little cracked in areas of the embossing, it's not going to matter. You're not going to see it once I get the sanding done. Can you see the difference? This side I've sanded, this side I haven't. That's pretty dramatic, right? I think so. And all I did was use a die. It didn't have an embossing feature necessarily to it. I just used the die as an embossing tool because I have that squishy and that knock-knock. And then all I have to do is come around and finish sanding, because this design is raised up. Here it's pushed down, here it's raised up. And that sandpaper is hitting those high elements. And because this is printed paper, it has a white core center. Any two-sided paper starts usually with a white core center, which means you can sand it. So whose paper do you own? What Christmas collection did you buy? Or do you have a Halloween collection? Or maybe you like the idea of sanding and you've got some really cute dies that you've never used more as an embossing tool than an actual die cut. So I'm going to leave this be for right now, and I'm going to set it aside, and I think I'm going to grab some of the blue, and I'm going to die cut my little guy here, my little snowflake. Now, could I sand him? I could. And the reason being, this is white core paper as well. So they can match the colors of the paper. They printed this. They printed the color on white cardstock, as opposed to a color core paper. Color core paper is when you tear it and it's the same color all the way through. That means the pulp has been dyed to the color. Here, I've got a white piece of paper that's been printed in the blue so that they are able to match blues. That's really important. They want to be able to match their colors. So in fact, I could do really quickly, we can just do this one. And I'll just do a really quick emboss before we cut it. So I have got my base platform. I have got my cut plate. I've got my die facing up. It's got a little bit of paper in it, but we'll live with it. Now, because this is the same on either side, it doesn't matter which way I do it. I've got my squishy and then my knock-knock. And I'm just gonna send it on through just like I did before. The squishy's gonna come out the back end, see it? Some creaks and cracks are perfectly fine. So I have debossed on this side and embossed. This is all raised. And you can see where it's cracked a little bit, but I'm gonna be okay with that because we're going to sand it. So grab my sanding tool. And just hit my image. And sand off that blue to expose the white. These are super great dies to do that with because of all the detail. They look amazing. All right, but I need to die cut. So I'm gonna put my squishy and my knock knock away. I'm going to bring over my Big Shot machine. I've got my base plate. I have my solo shim, super important. And then my precision base plate, whether or not I need it, we're gonna find out. Let's cut another piece of paper. And this time my paper goes down first, then my die, then my clear plate. How about we use the precision base plate properly this time? Yes, I think that's a wonderful idea, Stacy. Send it on through. And then if I want, I can rotate. That's on there pretty good. I'll just do a whole 180-degree rotate and send it on back. And let's see what we got. And all the little bits and pieces fall out. That's the beauty of a precision base plate, is that you don't have to sit there and try and work any of the little fallouts, all the little bits and pieces. You don't have to try and work them out. They just come out because that precision base plate has let the die kind of bite into it and get a better cut for you. Okay. Love, love, love. Let's see if I can get this anywhere near the trash can. Okay, who's over and under 50%? Who's choosing over and who's choosing under? Oh yeah, well, maybe not so much. And again, I have this beautiful piece to work with later. Gosh, I could do that. I don't know, there's lots to be done with these. I'm not gonna throw them away yet. Okay, so I have got my die cut. Where did I put it, Stacy? It's right here. Hello. And I'm going to bring out, because I'm working with this piece of paper, I'm going to bring out my Sizzix Luster Wax. And I'm going to bring out the yellow versus the gold. So we have 7 new colors of Luster Wax. And today I'm going to put, I thought I might use the 3, the gold, the yellow, the green, and the red, because those are the Christmas colors. These have already released. We've launched them a little while ago. They are exclusive to Scrapbooking Made Simple. I think we'll add them into the Make It Monday and we'll put them on sale. So anything inside the Make It Monday category, if that's what you order, then your order will expedite ship out. But I used the yellow mainly because I thought the colors in here were a little more yellowy than they were gold. The gold is a real gold, while this has a really pretty look to it. So I'm going to take it and I'm just going to grab some. Now, Luster Wax is a true wax-based product, and it is meant to go on just about anything from metal to wood to leather to plastic to glass. And I think I'm just going to give this a light little dusting of it. I don't want to hide all my blue. but I want to give it a little Christmassy feel. And just like that, I've added a little bit of something to my cardstock, which started as this. So luster wax is an easy way to add a little shimmer and shine. It dries almost instantaneously, and it is meant to go on all porous and non-porous types of products. All right, so I've got over here, and I've got there, and I think I'm liking that. And I think I'm going to trim it down. Do I want it on a sizzix thread? I need to trim my sides. Yes, no, yes, no. Do I want it on blue? The blue's kind of pretty. I think I'm going to go with the blue. So, my design is a little bit big for a sizzix card base. The design is a little bit bigger than the card base is. And I know that, so I'm going to be okay in trimming it down. I'm going to actually cut off part of the design top and bottom so that I can get it to fit. You may be okay letting it overlap a little bit. It really is up to you. Or you can make your own card bases out of the cardstock that coordinates. So you could cut this in half and then score it and fold it and make your own card base. I'm just going to use the sizzix today. And yeah, I think I'm just going to trim it down. So I'm going to come right up to that design and right up to that design and see if I'm closer. Oh, and I am. Happy day for me. Trim just a little bit off of this side. All right. So I'm here now, but I want to add a little more color to it. And remember, I had these pieces that I trimmed off. Wasn't sure what they were too big. I needed to trim them off the sides and the front and the top and the back. I'm going to use those pieces. I'm not going to throw them away. I'm going to use them. And I'm going to color them with that luster wax. So that one's long enough, and this one's plenty long enough. Plenty long enough. So I'm going to use these, and I'm going to color them with the luster wax. So I'm just going to bring out that yellow and pick some up. And I'm just going to color. So can you see I'm really working it? I'm really working it so that there's no smearing. I'm not wanting that. See that piece right down there? There's a little, like a little piece that just kind of smeared. It's darker than everything else. I want everything to be the same color. So I am working this luster wax. Ooh, that was a lot. You'll be able to do this one with that too. Let's pull some of this over and get both of them done. Work, work, work. And then once I've got it the way I want it, where it looks like it's consistently the same shade, the same color all the way through, which is what I've got there. That looks pretty good. Let's add a little bit more to this one and finish this one off. So I'm not trying to hide the design that's underneath. I'm just trying to add a little bit of luster to it. That one's got a crease. We'll do this one. I don't want one with a crease in it. All right. That looks pretty good. So now I've got two pieces of what I originally had cut off. And I'm just altering them into something new. Now you're saying, but they're two different sizes. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Yay! I know, they're two different sizes. I'm going to take them and I'm going to attach them so that they become part of my card. So I think I'm good there. Let's grab some Stacy tape. So I didn't waste anything because this is the back side of what I cut off from this piece right here. And I just took my luster wax and went straight over the top. And now I kind of want to make it part of my card. I want to add a little bit of shine to my card. So I think that looks good, and I'm just going to Stacy tape it in place. So just a piece of Stacy tape to hold it in place. So now it creates an edge. And then I can cut off. I can go zoop. And zoop. And I've created kind of a mat almost. And let's grab my other one. Which I know is way too long, so I'm just going to trim that off right away. And let's try and get the same kind of reveal, about the same size. And the reveal is what you're showing. So I kind of want to make sure that they're about the same. It's a handmade card. It's not going to be perfect, and I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for pretty. I'm looking for somebody to say, oh my gosh, you made this for me? And I say, yes, yes I did. Oh, see, so it moved. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this right off the back. And I'm going to reposition it. So that my reveal is about the same size on either side. And then I can trim it down. And go zoop. And zoop. Now I can come over with my card. And you see where I'm going with it? Right? Now all I have to do is put this down. And I already have Stacy tape here and here. You will go ahead and perhaps add a little bit more adhesive, whether it be Stacy tape or Scrapbook tape or whatever double-sided adhesive tape you have. Just know that all double-sided adhesives are not the same. So certainly what you get from Elizabeth Crafts is really great. I think Cher's is the Sukwang. Well, I don't know if Cher's is Sukwang. I know that Scrapbook is Sukwang. Mine is great. So those are the three I can wholeheartedly recommend. Then I'm going to line it on up, make sure my cart's going in the right direction. So here we are. And then the very last thing I do is I pop that in the center. Do I want more yellow on it? See, I think the yellow is a little bit better than the actual Luster Wax Gold. It seems to match the color of the paper from, which is it? It's Crafter's Companion. Seems to match their paper a little bit better. And then I can pop that right in the center. And easy peasy, we didn't waste anything. We used that entire sheet of 6x6. And done. So we use some Sizzix card bases that come with the matching envelopes so that you're ready to put it in and mail it right off. We used the 6x6 paper pad from Crafter's Companion. And while it does have, this one kind of popped out, it does have the 12 Days of Christmas on the front sheets. I absolutely loved the back sheets. I thought the back sheets were beautiful because they give you so many options. We went ahead, we used a squishy and a knock-knock with what should be a die. This is a die, and you can do beautiful die cuts with it. Right? We did. You can do beautiful die cuts with it, but we used it as an embossing element as opposed to the die. And that was easy peasy. When you add in your knock-knock and your squishy, you're gonna need these to be able to do that with a Big Shot machine. Absolutely. A little bit of luster wax and we were on our way. And you can just make card after card after card because the background on that paper, that 6x6 paper pad, will let you do multiple colors. You can do all sorts of things with it. You could make a whole mess of these in different color combinations and send them all out. Pretty easy done. So today it was all about the new Make It Monday Steampunk Bundle number 2 from Sue Wilson and Creative Expressions. It is just $19.99. It does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dies to it for $107. We used these 2 today to make something fast, easy, and simple. And that luster wax on the side, it just adds a little bit of something. It ties everything together, and I used the remaining paper from that I cut off. Didn't have to get a new piece of paper or anything. So we'll have the bundle on sale for you, $19.99. We have the paper on sale for you. Now, if you want the beautiful luxury foil, the luxury cardstock pack, it's only being sold as the bundle of 3, where you get the 6x6, you get the cardstock that I used today, and then the luxury. However, if you just love this pack, I've got that for you open stock, or you just want the cardstock, I've got that for you open stock, where you can get one or both. But if you want all 3, it's in the I Want It All bundle only. And then we'll put the luster wax, I think we'll put the 3 colors of luster wax on sale, and the blue and the red and the green Sizzix card bases on sale, because they seem to lend to the paper, the Crafter's Companion paper, the best. The 3 colors of their card bases. You get 10 cards, 10 envelopes. They retail for $4.99. When we put them on sale, they're for $3.99 a pack, and you can't beat that. And really, I think that the colors really lend. I think the colors really, oh yeah, the colors, they do. They lend really, really well. Those are the 3 that we're going to do, because that seems to be the best. So I'm going to show you samples. Oh, you're like, but what are you going to do here? How are you going to clean that? So luster wax, see? It likes non-porous things. I'm just going to put a little bit of alcohol down and my Mr. Clean eraser, and I'm going to erase it right on up. Okay, luster wax, no more. So bundle number 2, that's new for today. I'm going to show you the samples, and then I'm going to show you bundle number 1 and the samples again, just in case you missed it. Isn't that so cute? So this is bundle number 2, steampunk bundle number 2. Now this doesn't have to be Christmas at all. Look at this one. This is with all the extra cogs. This could be just a happy birthday card. It doesn't have to be Christmas at all. And look at how beautiful this one is. Just layering the different doilies. Now, if you didn't use the back doily, this could, again, it doesn't scream Christmas at all. Only because they used the holly doily that I used today does it make it Christmas. But you don't have to. You could have just used the 2 and the centers and had a beautiful card that had nothing to do with Christmas. And here, look at this. Yes, it says joy, but really, does that have to be Christmas? Heavens no. That's a great happy birthday card. Take the bow off if you want. Beautiful, isn't it? And here is your traditional beautiful white. White on white, tone on tone. And this is the die that I used today. And it looks like they just doubled it up. Christine made all of these. Hello, Christine, they're beautiful. Here we have Happy Christmas. But again, the cogs, the only reason why they say Christmas is because they're done in green. If you didn't do them in green and red, that could be done for any guy card with any saying on the front. Same here. These don't scream Christmas. They're only Christmas because of the colors that were used. Look at your dies and think of them as the potential that they are. Not what you're told they should be, but what they could be. We used them as an embossing folder today. It doesn't necessarily say that it should be used as an embossing folder, but that's exactly how we used them. Look at these and see all the different ways you can use them for different events and different people in your life. Just because they say Christmas doesn't mean they have to be Christmas. And then bundle number 1, which we released already. I talked to them. They said they'll bring a few more out for us. $108.50 for $19.99. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dies here. And like I said, this one, it's a steampunk Christmas, but is it? Wait till I show you the samples. So if you missed this one the first go round, this is your opportunity to get it the second time. So there's the poinsettia. Does it really say Steampunk Christmas? I don't know that it does, but isn't that a beautiful thing when you can take something and make it more than what it is? And here's the little Santa. So here's the Santa that's on with the Zephyr, with the balloon. This is the card that I made in the Make It Monday. We just disconnected the Santa and he's all by himself. Or you leave them together, or you disconnect and use the balloon for something else. Same die, two different looks. And then again, we have the beautiful Dove of Peace, and you've got it cut here and cut here. And so this was a solid die down here. They cut it off and they put the front of it up here. So you've got the beginning of the dove and the back of the dove, just to almost make it look like it was embossed with an embossing folder. And then the beautiful one in the center. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. I bet these are all Christine as well. Beautiful. So the choice is up to you. Bundle, the first bundle that already released, the new bundle that we have for you, both of them. Maybe you just love the Crafter's Companion Christmas paper. That's fine too. See, look at how pretty is this, right? Simple to do. They just doubled up, cut it in two colors and doubled up. Layered the dark on top of the light to give the contrast. Let it snow with all the little cogs. And happy Christmas. Beautiful, right? I know. So, bundle number 1. Bundle number 2. My card. Totally different look than everybody else's. You got the paper, the 6x6, the A4 in the cardstock, the A4 in the specialty paper, and the new colors of Sizzix Luster Wax. They have already launched, but they're Christmas colors and it just tied in so well to this. All right, you guys, it is me. Oh, and then we'll do the Sizzix card bases. Oh, I better tell Elena. Remind me to tell Elena. All right, you guys, I'm gonna tilt on up and I'm gonna say, well, welcome back to today's Make It Monday event. It's Monday. I think we accomplished what we set out to do, right? Forgive me for not using my precision base plate properly the first time. I'm like, what was I thinking? But it die cut out beautifully, but you may want to use a precision base plate if you are using intricate dies. So I am Stacy. I think I have kind of talked long enough to be able to turn most of the product on. I'm probably busy clicking it on right now. You're like, why does she have to click it on? Our system is so simple. We are so simple that we literally, when I want to turn something on the website, we literally have to click on a little eyeball. Red means it's not on, and when the eyeball is gray, that means it is on. It's just this little icon. I have to click them all. So are you ready? Ready, set, go. The sale, the event, the Creative Expressions Make It Monday event is available now for you. Remember that the bundles are only out for 1 week, and the open stock the dies are not available open stock. It's $19.99 for $107 or $108.50. For $19.99, you just have to be okay getting the whole bundle. We can't do them open stock for you. All right, you guys, I will see you on Thursday when we have our next event, which I believe is a Sizzix event. It should be our spectacular Sizzix savings sale, where we do bring you the latest and greatest from Sizzix at a value price as well. So that will be 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, when we live chat just like we did today. So set a reminder and don't forget to come say hello. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I will see you all a bit later. Have a great day, everybody, and thanks for being here. Bye.